Your words
I'm not going down that road again.
See how the edges are rough.
What have we here? Two handsome, strapping, noble lords. You both look so grand.
And isn't this the man of the hour, the king's son?
Who's your friend, my lord? Another noble from the honored house Idukin?
They're noble hunters, my lord. A man takes his caste from his father, and these women hope to bear a noble lord's son. If one is successful, she's raised up to concubine in the noble house to care for her child. It provides new sword arms for the house, and many nobles look favorably on such women.
Shall I come to your chambers after the ceremony, then?
I talked to him first. I want him.
He's looking for a woman, Telly, not a little girl. I'm Marty, and I know how to give my lord a night he'll remember. No fear, Telly. Many nobles will fancy a younger girl. I will see you when the ceremony ends, my lord.
Be quiet now.
It's in Orzammar, undoubtedly to offer assistance to Lord Harrowmont.
My lord, you're back. They told me you were dead. I'm flattered you remember, my lord. Perhaps you also remember our night of passion, the evening of your first commission? Or the son we created, who now has his birthright stripped from him because you got yourself exiled. I've had to care for him myself, nurse him, clothe him. I can't work. No one wants to lie with a woman who's used up her fertility on some casteless brat. How could you do this to us? Yes, convince your family to take you back, or at least declare you honorably dead and acknowledge your son. Please, think about what his life will be otherwise. Thank you. I haven't had a solid meal in a week. That's truly generous. I should be able to rent a room for that sort of coin. Thank you. It's good to see you haven't completely forgotten us.
I must say, after your parting words, I did not expect to see you again. Whatever your role in Trian's death, I cannot believe Balin is guiltless. I am glad you found a new place among the Grey Wardens. I've a broken heart, in my view. Some say Balin poisoned him, but I never left Endrin's side, and I don't see how. Balin did kill him, but only by what he did to you. He knew what a poor king Balin would make. He saw it sooner than the rest of us. One of his last requests was that I carry out his wishes as Orzammar's next king. It was the greatest honor of my life. For us, the Darkspawn are a constant menace, so a blight may not elicit the same urgency you are used to. Ultimately, the Assembly decides what troops to send. If they no longer fear civil war, they'll have no reason to hold back. If you want my support to count, I will have to be king, and right now, there is no sure way to get there. Have you heard of a woman named Jarvia and the criminal carter she runs? I'm glad you're so eager. If you help me shut her down, we can show the Assembly I am the right king to defend Orzammar. Jarvia hides her base in Dust Town, the raw edges of the city where no one lives but casteless and criminals. If you would help me in this, it would show the Assembly that I, and not Balin, have the ability to defend and rule this city. A son? I did not... Your father didn't know of any son. I suppose the girl has no status of her own? If you help me take the throne, I promise I will formally adopt the child into my household. Is that sufficient? Will you assist me against the Carter? Do this, and I promise if I take the throne, I will not stop until the Assembly sends your troops. Look for Javia in Dust Town. Do whatever it takes to see that justice is served.
I have heard nothing from House Iduken. Please don't forget us, my lord. Is that likely, my lord? A throne, that's a lot to promise. But it's better than nothing. Thank you, my lord, and good luck.
All be aware that the Grey Wardens have aligned with Lord Harrowmont. Lord Balin attacks the Assembly and is
I heard. It's all over the city. Harrowmont is king. My son is a noble at last. Thank you, my lord. I will take him to Harrowmont's estate. I can't wait for a proper bath. My lord, perhaps you would like to give the boy a name? I wanted his father to have this honor. Duncan. That has a nice sound to it.